Where I was working was a trust, and the trust was handing over the running of the facilities to a nearby college, and I took that point. At that point, I decided to leave and take a short break. What I didn't know at that time was that my marriage was beginning to falter, and I hadn't really realised, and also how difficult it would be to get another job. Eventually, my marriage did falter finally, and we split up. I found that unbelievably difficult, really difficult. I went into a real spiral of depression and so on. I couldn't get another job for a while, and in fact I haven't had one since, to bring it up to date. And through a variety of circumstances, we sold the house, we're now divorced, all the usual sort of things that happen in those circumstances. I also had health problems with my knees. I had bad arthritis in both my knees, and I couldn't get them operated on in Devon because I was too young. They only like to do the operation twice. So I went around pretty well crippled, quite literally, for quite a long time. Variety of circumstances, as I say, I found myself in Hastings. There was a nurse, I'm not sure exactly what their title is, but she was a specialist sort of person. And I saw her, I was referred to her by the doctor at the surgery, saw her a couple of times, and then she referred me on to the community links advisor, which is Katie Hillier, with Southdown. And that is how I came to know Southdown. And Katie came to see me, and we met in this park, believe it or not, our first meeting, back end of 2016. And I thought to myself, I know what's going to happen here. Katie will have all the community contacts. She'll be brilliant at knowing where the local table tennis club is, or where you play bowls, or where you go to get a cup of tea, or a breakfast club, or something like this. And I thought, I don't really want to do any of those things. I'm desperate for somebody to talk to. I'm desperate for somebody to give me a bit of positivity and produce out of my negative situation some positives that maybe I could work on, How, I don't even know if I ever said that to Katie, but what happened was Katie soon switched on to the fact that I needed that sort of help. And rather than balk at it, which I thought she would do, she's actually began to support me. I got into some voluntary work via Katie's suggestion. I'm now going to be approaching some more voluntary work with Southdown, ironically, with their buddy system, as they call it. So that's going to be quite interesting. And what's happened is that from being very, very low and in the pits of despair, my confidence has improved no end. No little way through Katie just giving me that morale, giving me that confidence. When you've got depression and when you've got issues, you very often don't see what's right in front of you, and Katie clears the way. She makes it, possible to see where you're going, where you ought to be going, and just is there in the background to cajole and support. And I think, Southdown are very good in providing that service, and I think in Katie they have a jewel in the crown.